So it looks like Erika Girardi is very upset with the producers of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And it looks like Lisa Rinna is throwing her and the producers under the bus. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. As you know, last night we recapped The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills here on the channel. And we talked a little bit about this hot mic situation. And when we say hot mic, it's not the same as a hot box. We're talking about audio from someone that didn't realize that their mic was still live. So according to sources, and shout out to our friends over at the Up and Adam channel, they had Zach Peter from the Unfiltered podcast. We'll post a link in the description of this video. They were the first ones to tell us about this particular situation. And when I rewatched the episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it does look as if it was bad editing, but bad enough, but not that bad, for us to even notice that the audio that we were hearing doesn't necessarily match what we're seeing. But with that being said, it was said, and you would think that Erika would know better after filming a reality show for how many years at this point. Well, according to sources, Erika did not want this out. She didn't want people to know that Tom had been contacting her. So according to what we're hearing and confirmed by Lisa Rinna on her own now deleted Instagram story, is that there was a big fight between Erika Girardi and the producers during the filming of this particular episode. So if you missed last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, then you missed a really great episode. You also missed Erika Girardi going up against Garcelle. So she first reveals to Garcelle, from what we can tell, about Tom contacting her when they're out on this little, get together, her, Crystal, and Garcelle. And she reveals that Tom contacts her all the time. However, she does not respond. And she's had her attorneys reach out to his attorneys to have him stop doing it. So when they get back to Kyle's home, Garcelle brings it up again. But let's get into what 2Fab is saying, because they're giving us a little bit more clarity on what happened on the day of this taping. And then we'll get into what Lisa Rinna posted on her Instagram story. So this is what they're saying. So during last night, Wednesday night's episode, Erika Jayne snapped at her co-star after Garcelle continued to bring up Erika's admission that estranged husband Tom Girardi still regularly called her. Now we have a little bit more insight into why that set her off. Sources close to the situation tell 2Fab that she, Garcelle, and Crystal Kung Minkoff had no idea their mics were still live as they walked to their car following this hike. On that walk, Erika revealed that while she hadn't spoken to Tom, he continued to call her, leaving messages allegedly saying, "I love you, miss you, come home." Though she supposedly told Crystal privately, and Crystal confirmed this during Watch What Happens Live, she didn't want to talk about the calls further, something Crystal said during the episode. Garcelle wasn't privy to that memo and brought up the calls twice more when the whole cast regrouped at Kyle Richards' home. Sources tell 2Fab Erika felt producers were, quote, baiting Garcelle to ask her about Tom's attempts at communication. And if you don't know reality TV by now, it's very common for producers to say to one of these reality stars, "I want you guys in this particular team, bring up what Erika asked you during the hike. Bring up Tom's phone calls again." So that's not uncommon. So before y'all get on Garcelle, according to sources, they claim that Erika then told producers she would give them what they wanted, but on her terms. And while the spat with producers was filmed by production, it was left on the cutting room floor. Evolution Media, not Bravo, produces the show. 2Fab reached out to MGM, Evolution's parent company, for comment. But it didn't stop there. And I'm actually kind of shocked that Lisa Rinna even posted this on her Instagram story. She posted this. She says, "Dang it, I wish they had shown the screaming fight between the producer and Erika last night on the show in La Quinta. Now that would have been epic TV. Too bad. Bravo, bravo, effing bravo." An ode to her, not her real friend, Denise Richards. I find it interesting. I think the only reason why Lisa Rinna would have thought it was epic, we of course would have thought it was epic, but the only reason why Lisa Rinna would find it epic is because that means all the smoke and all the attention's not on her owing how many millions on her mortgage and being sued. Okay, even though that happened afterwards, at least the suation situation. But now we have a better idea as why it just seems so abrupt why Erika got so mad at Garcelle after she willingly, based on what we saw on the show, gave up this information. But here I have to call BS. Yes, it was a hot mic situation. Yes, this is a very sensitive situation for Erika. But Erika, you have been filming a reality show for years now. You're still mic'd up. Just because you're walking to the car, everything is fair game. Exactly why you can't sue the producers for showing it, because you are filming a reality show. And yes, you might be going from one location to the next, but you're still filming a reality show. The cameras were still rolling, as were your mics. So I can't even be mad at the producers. And why are you so sensitive about them sharing this information? Because you said that you haven't picked up those calls. Is it because you were saying something that he said in these messages? Or was there something else? Well, we can expect to see a very different Erika Girardi going forward on the season, because if this situation happened where she felt like the producers were setting her up, then you know we're going to get a more closed in, more of an ice queen Erika Girardi. But she's revealed a lot so far, more than I expected. But with that being said, a lot of what she's revealed seems like a setup for protecting herself and even possibly protecting Tom Girardi. You remember the Cliff story. Anyways, guys, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think really happened? Why do you think that Erika Girardi is so upset about this hot mic situation? And are you still mad at Garcelle? I'm not. Garcelle's just doing what the producers have asked her to do. Is that her being a good friend? No. But are they really ever friends on this show? Lisa Rinna taught us that. No. Guys, as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.